All right, so what is your management and leadership philosophy? And this really relates to everything we've talked about already around your ability to manage systems and processes and resources and be able to lead people. So what is your philosophy? What do you think is important? So I've tried to illustrate this in relation to a kind of seesaw. On the one hand, you've got managing, on the other, you've got leading. For managers, it's all about systems, processes, all by the numbers stuff. And for the leader, it's all about vision, it's about influence, it's about creating interpersonal relationships and engagement. So where do you sit on the managing, leading seesaw? So are you one of these sorts of people? For me, Stephen, it's all about robust processes. It's about measuring performance. It's about using data to inform my decision making. And then I can give clear instruction and make sure they follow what I'm asking them to do. So is that your philosophy? Or do you have a philosophy more like this? Well, for me, Stephen, it's all about my team. I make sure that they're all part of a shared vision and that I provide them with the skills, the tools, the environment to achieve our goals. So you can see that you could lean towards management or you could lean more towards leading, and you actually might find that it's quite difficult to think in a different way. So if you're really management focused, then for you, your job is all about getting the systems and processes right so that people do the right things. If you're leadership skewed, if you like, then for you, it's all about getting the right people, getting them motivated, organizing people in a way that they feel happy and engaged and so on. Now, of course, as we mentioned earlier, you need a philosophy that embraces both leadership and management. Now, it might be that you recognize straight away that, do you know what, I'm definitely one of those management people. Or you might think to yourself, yeah, I'm attracted towards this leadership thing. But it's useful to realize that you need both. So have a think about which of the areas you need to improve on and work on, and then obviously you can target those areas. Now, the good news is on this program, we're going to cover lots of stuff that relate to both management and leadership. So at the end of it, you should be that complete manager that we hope you will be at the end of this program. So here's just an example of my philosophy. Now, I'm going to get you to do this exercise in a moment where I want you to write your own philosophy. So don't just copy mine, come up with your own. But this is my philosophy about management. I believe to be effective, I need to provide a clear vision. I need to work with my team to set goals, to train and develop them, and ensure that there are the right systems and processes in place to do things the best way. Yeah, I need good data to make good decisions, and I use this data with my team to help them perform to the best of their ability and continually improve. So you can see there that there's that combination between leadership and management. Now, I can't pretend I can do all of those things perfectly. Of course, we're all still learning, but for me, that's what managing and leading is really all about. It's about that combination. So it's time for you to have a go at that activity. So you can go to the download section and download activity number 2, or you can just write it on a piece of paper. So it's about your philosophy. So first of all, remembering the previous lesson, jot down some words you think are good describers of an effective manager and leader. Don't worry about ordering these words. Just do a brain dump. Just get all the ideas out of your head onto that paper. If you don't want to, you don't need to write a list. You could do a mind map, or you could just literally write lots of words on the paper. These are words that you think are good descriptors of an effective manager and leader. Now, the next thing you need to do is to take these words and sort of string them together into a sentence or two that includes both the leadership and management components into this overarching philosophy like I did. So take all those words that you've got down and string them into a sentence that includes both leadership and management qualities. If you do it in a word processor, you can print it out, or if you're writing it on paper, you can obviously write it neatly and then take it with you to work and look at it throughout the day to remind you about what you believe is important.